I think that Sobell House has got a real charm about it. There's a huge amount of passion and love for what we do.
It's about people, it's about nothing being too much effort, about nothing being too difficult. It's about, you want it, we'll do it.
It's bright, it's airy, it's friendly, it's relaxed, it's reassuring.
Feels very calm and peaceful, and everyone is really kind and caring here.
One of the things that can be very difficult for patients and families when they meet our services is that dying is a very frightening and difficult thing for many people. And so one of the things that I always reassure people of is that we often meet people years before their death, because there is time then for us to do really high quality work to support them, and for that time to be filled with living, for that time to be filled with joy and value and things of real importance.
We support patients who are in hospital, so that's in the Oxfordshire hospitals, the John Radcliffe, the Churchill, the Nuffield Orthopaedic and the Horton. Patients may be supported by our teams here in the inpatient unit at Sobell House, and we also support patients who are out in the community, so that's patients in their own home or people living in nursing homes, care homes, supported living facilities. Really, wherever you are, we can bring support to you where you are.
Being here, I feel safe. I feel like if I need any type of help, the nurses are always there to help.
You become a patient very quickly when you have a serious life-threatening illness. Things like music and art help them, I think, to remember who they are as a person, that person they were before they had this illness, this diagnosis.
As a team, our focus is to ensure that we help our patients to add life to days rather than days to life.
So George was my soulmate. He had a CT scan on the Wednesday morning. It was his birthday on the Thursday morning, and on the Friday morning we were told that he had an extremely life-shortening condition, and that was 13 weeks before he died. It was so welcoming when we got here. It was light, it had vibrancy, everybody was having fun in the day rooms, lunch was being served, drinks were being served. And I remember his one comment, which was, "It's not about death at all. I'm okay. When we need to, I'm okay." They're the memories actually that give us peace, that I wasn't his carer anymore. I came back to being his wife. We moved in on the Monday. On the Wednesday he lost consciousness, so that on the morning that he died, his mum was sat holding one hand. I was asleep on the bed holding his other hand, and his mum woke me up so that I could witness his last breath. But he left this earth. Ooh. He never wanted to be left alone, and he wanted the two most important people in his world with him, and we achieved that because of Sobell.
It's very telling of a place that I feel that I lost someone so important, but I walk into this building with such a positive energy and such positive memories. I think that's what speaks the loudest to me now, walking in here 12 years later.
I love being a palliative care nurse because I get to make a huge difference for patients. I get to know them and their families and their loved ones really well. I get to help them feel as well as possible. I get to understand what's important to them and to try and make that happen.
So it was around a year after our engagement that Heather started feeling unwell and had problems with her vision. We were unfortunately told that she had a cancerous brain tumour. Sobell House were able to arrange specialist equipment to be brought in for us that made her very comfortable at home right up until the end. I think the care that Heather received through Sobell House gives me an enormous amount of comfort, really. They were able to give us the thing we dreamed about most, which was the wedding and getting married. And just knowing that Heather died in the best possible way that she could, she wasn't in pain, and that she got what she wanted, which was to be married. a very tough thing to handle, is being there at the end of your loved one's life. But I wouldn't have had it any other way, you know.
I remember one gentleman who was very sad. He was telling me how he had been married for many, many years, and one of the things he did every Saturday was he would go and buy his wife a bunch of yellow roses, and he couldn't mobilise to the shops anymore. And so we were able to get him a scooter, and that enabled him to be able to get out of the house and go and buy his wife the roses.
So this year will be 12 years since we lost George, and we are still truly grateful to all of the support that we received from Sobell, and we still receive today. They're still very much part of our lives.